Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
The 1977 Philadelphia Phillies and the 77 Royals were two of the best teams of the 1970s. They were also two of the most frustrated teams of the 1970s. 3 times the Phillies went to the playoffs in 76, 7, and 8, but their playoff record was only 2 and 9, losing to the Cincinnati Reds, Los Angeles Dodgers twice. The Phillies had a great core of players: Schmidt, Carlton, Buzinski, Hebner, Maddox, but adding Rose is what put them over the edge in 1980. Kansas City Royals in the 1970s finished first or second in the division 7 times, but felt similar frustrations in their playoff series with the Yankees. All 3 series, the first 2, 76 77, went to the maximum of 5 games, and then they lost 3-1 in 78, also to the Yankees. George Brett, Hal McRae, Al Cowens, and Amos Otis will lead the Royals against the 77 Phillies, and this the deciding game of this 3-game series. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, bringing to you game number 21 of the 1970s tournament. This is game 3 of the series between the 77 Phillies and the 77 Royals. This series is tied at 1 game apiece. The loser goes home today. Larry Gurra is on the mound for the Royals. He is a grade BZ pitcher. He is completing his warm-up tosses. He is opposed today by Jim Lombard, who is a grade C pitcher. We've had our introductions. We're ready to play ball. Larry Gurra was 8-5 with a 3.13 ERA in 1977. Here's the pitch to Larry Boa, Philly shortstop and leadoff hitter. 65 is a 35. Popped up high behind the catcher. Darrell Porter is under it and makes the catch. That brings up Bake McBride, who's having a good tournament. He's 6 for 19, triple, double, and 2 RBIs. 6-1 is a 40. Foul ball, strike 1. We're using basic Apba. Except in stolen bases, it's basic Apba, but I give the catchers a chance to throw the runners out. Philadelphia is defensive fielding column 2, and Kansas City's defensive fielding column 1. The 1-strike pitch to Bake McBride is a 26 that's going to be hit on the ground to third base. George Brett's up with it, throws to first. 3. Here is Mike Schmidt. 1-6 is a ground ball to Freddie Patek at second base. Throws over to first. 3 outs. Amos Otis leads off the top of the second inning for the Royals against Jim Lombard, grade C pitcher and no modifiers. Otis played with the Royals all through the 1970s. Here's the pitch to Amos Otis. 52 is a ground ball to Mike Schmidt at third base. Throws across the diamond to Richie Hebner. Otis is the first out at the bottom of the first. Tom Poquette steps into the left side of the batter's box. 44 is a 7. That's going to be a single to right field for Tom Poquette. First hit of the game. He is average speed at first. Brings up George Brett, who's been fairly quiet in the tournament. He is 5 for 20 with a double, stolen base, and an RBI. 21 is a fly ball to center field. Secretary of Defense Gary Maddox is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Al Cowens. He had his best season in 77 with the Royals, 312 hitter, with over 20 homers. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. The bull, Greg Lazinski's under it and makes the catch. That's the end of the first inning. We go to the top of the second, no score. Larry Gurr returns to the mound for the top of the second inning. He came up with the Yankees and Red Sox, and didn't, or no, Yankees and Cubs. Didn't get much action. Finally came to the Royals in a trade and started out in the bullpen and split his time in 77 in bullpen and starting. Became a full-time starter in 78 and went 16-4 in 1978. Greg Lazinski steps into the box for Philadelphia. 1-1 rolls, a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, and the Phillies are on top first, 1-0. Lazinski was just one short of 40 homers in 77, shows his power there. Gary Maddox. 6-1 is a 40, that's a foul ball. .55 is an 8 against a B pitcher. That's a fly ball to center field. Amos Otis is under and makes the catch. 1 down, but 1 run is in on the loud blast by Greg Lazinski. Here is Richie Hebner. 35. Base on balls to the grave digger. Hebner slings away the bat, goes to first. He is a slow runner. We'll play it safe with all slow runners unless I say otherwise. Here's the designated hitter for Philadelphia, Davey Johnson. Oh, just dropped my rolling cup, and we'll do this again. 6-3 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Ted Sizemore. .36 is a wild pitch. They'll send Hebner to second. And at this point, we're not going to play it safe with him with 2 outs. Sizemore's still up. A ball on him. Gurr goes into the stretch. Here's the pitch to Ted Sizemore. 1-3 is another wild pitch. And suddenly, Hebner is on third. 2 outs. 46 is a ground ball to the left of Freddie Patek. He scoops it up, throws to first. 3 outs. And we go to the bottom of the second. Phillies 1 and the Royals nothing. There are a few Phillies fans in the stands here at Kauffman Stadium, and they give Greg Lazinski a standing ovation as he comes out to left field. He doffs his cap to the fans that have made it here to Kansas City. Hal McRae steps into the box at the bottom of the second inning. Here's a pitch from Jim Lombard. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Bake McBride has it, and there's 1 down. John Mayberry has been on the bench and given way for a couple games to Pete Lecoq at first base, but he's back in the lineup. Here's a pitch to Big John Mayberry. 1-2 is a 25. Fielding column 2. A ground ball to Sizemore at second base. Throw to Hebner. 2 outs. And Frank White comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. He swings to the right-hand side. Pitch to Frank White is 6-4. That's a swing and a miss. 3 outs. We go to the top of the third. Phillies 1, Royals nothing. Bob Boone steps up to the plate to start the third inning. He's a 29-year-old veteran from San Diego, California. There's a pitch from Larry Gurr to Bob Boone. 44 is a base hit for Boone. He is a slow runner, and that takes us to the top of the order, and Larry Boa. 1-1 roll, that's hit column roll for the Phillies shortstop. And on the second column, 42 is a double hit over the third base line, down the line, and Boa will settle into second with Bob Boone going to third. Phillies have second and third, nobody out in the top of the third inning. Great chance to add to their one-run lead. Blake McBride. McBride is 0 for 1, but hitting 300 for the tournament, 6 for 20. Royals are playing their infield back. Here's the pitch to McBride. 64 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. McBride not happy with missing his opportunity. Here is Mike Schmidt. We'll see if Mike Schmidt can pick up the Phillies here. Pitch to Schmidt from Gura. 32 is a 26. That is a ground ball to second base. And runners advance 1 base. So it's an RBI ground out, 4-3. Boone scores. Boa is the third, 2 outs. And here is Greg Luzinski, who has already homered in this game. Phillies are up 2-0. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Larry Gura. 43 is a ground ball back to Gura. He's got it and throws to Mayberry at first. Third out, but the Phillies score once. We go to the bottom of the third. Philadelphia 2 and Kansas City 0. Bottom of the Royals order for the last of the third inning. Darrell Porter, Fred Patek, and then to the top, Amos Otis. There's the windup and pitch to Jim Lombard to the Royals catcher. 64. 36 is a ball. Ball 1. 65 is popped up behind home plate. Bob Boone loses the mask, gets under the pop-up, and makes the catch. 1 out. Freddie Patek. He's had a pretty good tournament. Patek is 7 for 18 with a double and 2 RBIs, 2 steals. 56 is a strikeout. Patek will go back to the bench. Lombard's second strikeout victim. Top of the order, and Amos Otis. .53 is a 17, feeling column 2. That's going to be a single for Otis. Base hit to right field. Fast runner is at first with 2 outs. Here's Tom Poquette from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. He went to Eau Claire, Wisconsin State, or I'm not sure if it's state or university, but he went to that college, which was an NAIA school that I followed along about those years in the NAIA tournament in Kansas City. He did not play, Poquette played basketball in high school, but not at the college. He played baseball and started on the baseball team. Here's the pitch to Poquette. 63 is a fly ball to Gary Maddox in center field. That'll close out the Royals' third. We go to the top of the fourth. Phillies are up by 2. Gary Maddox will lead off for the Phillies. He's 4 for 21, just hitting, 8 for 21, just hitting barely under 400 for the tournament. Pitch to Gary Maddox. 22 is going to be another hit for Maddox. He is 1 for 2 today and fast on first. Richie Hebner. Not a good hit and run card. He has only 131 on the card. Hit and runs in Apba turn 31s into singles. Doesn't mean we can't try it. I think we will. No, we're not. Just going to say first swing away. Here's the pitch to Hebner. 25 is an 8 against a B with a runner on first. That's a ground ball to George Brett at third. Maddox goes to second. Brett throws to first. 1 away. But the Phillies have another runner in scoring position for Davy Johnson. And the Phillies have been putting runners in scoring position except for the first inning, but the next three they have. 22 for Davy Johnson's a hit column roll here. That'll probably get the run home. 34 is a single to right field, and Maddox scores. Phillies 3 and the Royals nothing. All right, that's going to do it for Larry Gura. Whitey Herzog comes out to the mound. He's going to bring Jim Colburn with him. Jim Colburn is a grade B pitcher, Z modifier. All right, Colburn is a grade B, Z modifier. He's going to be a grade A, pitching to Sizemore for same-sidedness for one batter only. Here's the pitch to Ted Sizemore. 41 is a 24. And that's going to be a ground ball to Freddie Patek, who flips to Frank White over to Mayberry. A 4-6-3 double play. But the Phillies add still another run in the fourth. They've got single runs in the second, third, and fourth, and they lead 3-0. All right, George Brett leads off for the Royals. He was the American League batting champion in 1976. I think he led the American League in hits in 75. Charlie Lau, student of hitting. Here's the pitch to George Brett. 64 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout for Longboard. Al Cowens. 65 is popped up between first and second. Bob Boone is under it and makes the grab. 2 outs. That brings us to the Royals designated hitter, Hal McRae. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Longboard is sailing along. It's Phillies 3, Royals nada. Top of 5, Bob Boone will face Jim Colburn. 65 is a pop out to the catcher. Boone is 1 for 2. That brings us to the top of the Phillies order, and Larry Boa. Boa is 1 for 2 with a double. 5-5 is a 8 against a B. That's going to be a fly out to center field. Apba Sotis makes the play in center. Bake McBride with Mike Schmidt on deck. Here's the pitch to McBride. 41 will close out the inning. 28 is a ground ball to Freddie Patek at short. Throws to Mayberry. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Phillies 3 and the Royals nothing. John Mayberry leads off the bottom of the 5th for Kansas City. Came from the Houston Astros organization. He drove in over 100 runs for the Royals 3 of his first 4 years. His best year was 75. He hit 291 with 34 homers. Here's the pitch from Longboard to Mayberry. 61 is a 22. Feeling column 2 is a ground ball to first base. Richie Hebner has it, flips to Longboard covering, and Mayberry is the first out in the 5th inning for the Royals. Frank White grew up in the shadows of Old Kansas City Municipal Stadium. 63 is a fly ball to center field. 2 outs. Darrell Porter, the catcher. 31 is a 9 against a C. Popped up to third base. Mike Schmidt's under it. Makes the catch. Longboard has held the Royals to 2 hits through 5 innings, and he has his Phillies in front 3-0. All right, it's the top of the 6th, and Jim Colburn's going to be swimming with the big boys here in the 6th. Schmidt, Luzixi, and Maddox. Phillies up by 3. 1-3 to Mike Schmidt is a base on balls. Schmidt will take first. Fast runner. Here's Greg Luzinski. homered in the second. Here's the pitch to Luzinski, 63. Is a swing and a miss for strike 3. Had similar ideas there, but didn't make connection. Here is Gary Mannix. 56 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Second strikeout for Colburn. And here is Richie Hibner, the gravedigger. 25 is a 8 against a B. Man on first. That's a ground out to George Brett at third base. That closes out the top half of the 6th. Still 3-0 Phillies. 5'4" Freddie Patek will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Kansas City. It's kind of like having a second leadoff hitter batting 9th here. And he's having a good tournament. He's 7 for 19, double and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Patek. 1-5 is going to be a single for Fred Patek to left field, and he can steal for second on the next pitch. Royals are down by 3. Boone's a pretty good catcher. He is a 8. So Patek decides to accept the mission of stealing second base. He'll be safe. Anything over 23, 11 through 23 gets him out. Amos Otis is the batter. There goes Patek. Here's the throw from Boone. 52, Patek is safe for the stolen base. Here's the pitch to Amos Otis. 21 is a fly ball to left field. That's not going to move the runner anywhere. Caught by Greg Luzinski, 1 down. Tom Poquette. 2-4 is a fly ball to right field. It's going to be on the shoulders of George Brett, followed by Al Cowens, a 312 hitter. Brett's about 312. They're going to pitch to Brett. Here's the pitch to Royals third baseman, 6'4", struck him out. Brett takes off his helmet, drops his bat, and stands there at the plate. He is frustrated. We go to the top of the 7th. Philadelphia 3, Kansas City nothing. Davey Johnson will lead off the top of the 7th inning for the Phillies. Same Davey Johnson that cranked out 43 homers for the 1973 Atlanta Braves. His next highest home run total for a season was 18. There's a pitch from Colburn to Davey Johnson. 36 is a base on balls. Johnson will take first. Free pass to start the 7th. Here's Ted Sizemore. Sizemore will score around and bunt. 41 is a 24. He gets the bunt down, picked up by Colburn. Quick throw to Patek at short. That's going to get Johnson. 1-6, so the bunt is unsuccessful. Scored a fielder's choice. Put Sizemore at first. Not fast. Bob Boone. Boone hit 284 in 1977. 6-3 is a fly ball to Amos Otis. 2 outs. Top of the order, and Larry Boa. Six-4 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. We're at the bottom of the 7th. Philadelphia 3, Kansas City nothing. Cowens, McRae, and Mayberry are scheduled to hit for Kansas City in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is the fatigue inning for Jim Longboard. 3 bad things happened to him. His grade will go down. He has actually had only 3 bad things happen to him throughout the entire game. 3 hits allowed, no walks. Here's the pitch to Al Cowens. 63 is a fly ball toward the Secretary of Defense in center field. Gary Mannix glides over to it and picks it out of the sky. 1 out. Hal McRae. 36 is a pop-up to second base. Ted Sizemore calls for it and makes the catch. Here's John Mayberry. 64 is a 41. That's a ground ball toward the pitcher, longboard, and he boots it. Mayberry will reach first with an error. Mayberry is a slow runner at first. The Royals, however, in this case will not play it safe. Frank White steps into the plate. Here's the stretch and the pitch from Jim Longboard. 22 is an 8 against a C. That is a drive to center field. It's going to fall in front of Maddox. And with 2 outs, Mayberry will make it to third. First and third, Kansas City. Darrell Porter. Darrell Porter, 275 hitter. More importantly, he had 16 home runs in 77. He would represent the potential tying run. There's a stretch and the pitch. With 2 outs, the Phillies, of course, have the infield back. Pitch to Porter, 51, is a 9 against a C. First and third. That is a single over short. Mayberry scores, and Frank White goes to third. Bottom of the Royals order, getting it done here. They get a run on the board, 3-1. And that's the third bad thing to happen to Longboard, and he is tired. That is going to be the end of Jim Longboard's day. Phillies will bring in a relief pitcher that is going to pitch to a right-hander, Fred Patek. And that reliever is going to be Warren Brustar. Brustar is a 6'3" right-hander from Oakland, California. He's 7'2", 2.65 earned run average. He's a grade A pitcher with a Y modifier. You don't bump up grade A's, but grade A's are grade A's, and he's pitching to Fred Patek. 2 outs. Porter's at first. His speed is average. And Frank White's at third. Here's the pitch. 41 to Patek is a 28. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Larry Bowa flips to the second baseman Sizemore and retires Darrell Porter at second base. That ends the Royals' 7th, but they get on the board. We go to the 8th. Philadelphia 3 and Kansas City 1. Mike Coburn returns for the 8th. He's facing Bake McBride, Mike Schmidt, and Greg Luzinski. Here's a pitch to McBride. 53 is a 15, fielding column 1. That's a fly ball toward left field. Tom Poquette gives chase, and he will catch up with it and make a nice running catch in left field, retire McBride. 1 down. Mike Schmidt. .36 to Schmidt is a pop-up on the infield. Infielder Frank White calls ball, 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 and makes the catch. 2 outs. Greg Luzinski. His blow in the second got the scoring started for the Phillies. 1-6 is a 28. That's going to be hit on the ground to Freddie Patek at shortstop. Throws to Mayberry at first. 3 up and 3 down for the Phillies. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Philadelphia 3 and Kansas City 1. Warren Brustar returns to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. Shadows are getting long on the Royals' opportunity to stay in this tournament. They're 2 runs down. Top of the order, though. Amos Otis steps into the box. Here's the pitch to A.O. 52 is a ground ball to Mike Schmidt at third. Scoops and throws to first. 1 out. Tom Poquette. 42 to Poquette is a fly ball to right field. Blake McBride gives chase. Now he's under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Here is George Brett. It's a frustrating tournament. Pitch to the left-hander. He stands deep in the box and far away from the plate. 26 is another fly ball to right. Catchable by McBride, and he's got it. 3 up and 3 down for the Royals in the 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Phillies 3, Royals 1. All right, here in the 9th, the Phillies have the opportunity to cement their opportunity to move forward in this tournament, along with the 1975 Reds. We still have yet to play the 79 Pirates and Expos. But when we get down to the final 3 teams, the team with the best record will draw the bye, and the other 2 will play off best of 3 series, and then they'll play the team that has the best record. Here's the pitch to Gary Maddox from Greg Colburn. 23 is a ground ball to George Brett at third. Maddox is the first out. Here's Richie Hebner, former Pittsburgh Pirate, played in the 71 World Series. 1-5 is a 10 against the B. That's going to be a drive to center field. It will fall before it gets to Otis. And that's a hit for Richie Hebner. He's been on base twice. He walked his first time up. Slow runner at first. They'll play it safe. Davey Johnson. 1-1 roll for Johnson. That's a hit column. And the second column roll is a 2. That's going to be a triple for Davey Johnson. That scores Hebner and increases the Philly lead to 4-1. Sizemore. He's a right-handed batter. The Royals call time. Doug Bird will be brought in to try to put out the fire. He's a grade C pitcher, YZ modifier. It'd be grade B pitching to Ted Sizemore. Phillies have another run 90 feet away. And only 1 out. The Royals will play the infield in. Here's the pitch to Sizemore. 45 is a base on ball. Sizemore takes first. Sets up a possible double play. Bob Boone. Boone is 1 for 3. Scored a run. 1-1 roll for Bob Boone. That's hit column. And 33 is a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here, a 3-run home run for Bob Boone. Boone goes kaboom. And I do believe the horse is out of the barn. Phillies 7, Royals 1. 4 runs home in the inning. Here is Larry Boa. 23 is a ground ball to George Brett. Throw to first. That's 2 outs. And now Blake McBride steps in. For 5 is a walk. Mike Schmidt. .24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. Phillies almost bat around in the 9th. They had 4 runs, and they take a 7-1 lead into the bottom of the 9th. Gene Garber gets a tap on the shoulder. He'll pitch the 9th inning for the Phillies. Grade A pitcher with a X and Z modifier. He's got Hal McRae, John Mayberry, and Frank White in the last of the 9th. There's the pitch to Hal McRae. 3-2 is a ground ball to second base, seized by Sizemore. Throws to first. 1 out. You might have heard sirens in the background. That's the Royals here in the ninth on life support. There is John Mayberry, 56 is a 34. Popped up high on the infield. Larry Boa calls for it and makes the catch. 2 down. Here's Frank White. "31 is a 9 against A. That's a ground ball to Larry Boa, who scoops it up, throws across the diamond, and the Royals are done in the ninth inning. And the final score is the Philadelphia Phillies. They advance, winners of this contest 7-1. We'll be back with a wrap-up. The 1977 Philadelphia Phillies joined the 1975 Cincinnati Reds to be at least in the semifinals of the 1970s tournament. They scored 7 runs on 7 hits, and they committed 1 error. The Royals scored 1 run on 5 hits, and they committed no errors. Jim Lombard is the winning pitcher, 6 2/3, no earned runs, 5 hits, 4 strikeouts, and no walks. Losing pitcher is Larry Gura, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 4 hits, strikeout, and a walk. The Phillies hit the only home runs in the games. Greg Luzinski had a solo shot in the second, and Bob Boone hit a 3-run home run in the ninth. The star of today's game is Bob Boone. He's been leading the way for the Phillies offense. 8 for 19, 421 average with a home run and 4 RBIs. Maybe next time he won't bat ninth. Hope you enjoyed the game. If you did, hit the subscribe button if you do not already subscribe. And it doesn't cost anything. Hit the like button if you like what you see. My next game will be posted probably after New Year's on Monday. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless. And also, Happy New Year's, everybody.